Your incompetence followed you to Japan. ADC blasts Tinubu. APC over unmanned TICAD 9 votes. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, has slammed the federal government and the All Progressive Congress, APC, over the issue of Nigeria's unmanned boats at the ongoing 9th Tokyo International Conference on Africa Development, TICAD 9 in Yokohama, Japan. The interim National Publicity Secretary of ADC, Bolani Abdullahi, said the APC government has succeeded in showcasing its incompetence at the TICAD 9 in Japan. In a post on X, Abdullahi said the incompetence of the APC followed President Bola Tinubu to Japan. He wrote on X, the APC government's incompetence has followed the president to Japan. The president traveled with a large entourage, yet there was no one at the Nigeria booth. After this jamboree, we will follow up to ensure that Nigeria actually benefits from TICAD 9. When we asked them to appoint ambassadors, they went ahead and appointed Kwamwan. Nigerians, this is what anyhow else looks like, Abdullahi wrote. So, the announcement that the president was going to Japan to go for whatever, the Tokyo International whatever, there is nobody manning the booth of Nigeria over there. Now, and I'm sure he did not go alone. Why did they just put one person there? It is well. Anye Ashire says, is that what they call opposition? You are clamoring for government to cut costs, yet you are still complaining of appointing ambassadors. Of course, we are supposed to have ambassadors. It's like you don't know anything. If you were abroad, you know that there is a need for us to have ambassadors all over. There was somebody that will represent or somebody that will speak on our behalf. You are saying they are cutting costs. What do you mean by cutting costs? You are not aware that really what really transpired there, yet you are saying it as if you knew. Okay. Anokolo says, lol, unmanned TICAD but Naim Solo almost supposed to there now. So wetin can happen? Have you wondered why Tinubu keeps making new appointments on daily basis? When these people visiting me will ask, have I given you something? They will say no. You will then say, I make you ambassador, and when it comes to feature as ambassador, because he's a dullard, he will dodge. Hence, the unmanned Nigeria TICAD 9 boats in Yokohama, Japan. That's what happens when criminals are in power. Toba says, it's how to work money and regulation, the master. Apart from this, they lack proper coordination of programs. They carry agbada, bragging, and fly all over the globe with the masses commonwealth, leaving behind the people in abject poverty. Waymark says, you are one of those who push Nigerians to where we are now. All of you in EDC are recycled political materials used and abandoned, trying to seek for relevance to gain power. Tinubu was part of you people before as chief propagandist, narratives by then, and that was why we are where we are now. Nothing good can come out of ADC. Remove D and replace with P. Between A and C, it's still the same thing. We need new wine in a new bottle and not contaminated wine in the same bottle. Niger, I hail thee. It is well. Chola says they are a set of noisemakers. Adedi says LP and ADC, you can abuse Tinubu from Nigeria to London. You remain your president till 2031. Okay, no wahala. Adedi says you are a renegade. Just because you are now not benefiting from the present government, you should bring it down. When your likes in the person of Amechi, Aibeshola, El-Rufai, Babachilawa were enjoying with Buhari on the recommendation of this same man you gang up against today, you made no public damaging comments against the APC then. No. You only wish to perpetually remain in the corridors of power. Keep jumping parties, you won't get anything in the end. May I say that Nigerians we are sure not ready, because all of these comments, it just goes to show that a lot of people are still going to vote for Tinubu come 2027. Well, Christopher says, international shame of Nigeria. But please declare public holiday to mark the epic event. Very funny. Yes, Lady Ma says, law unmanned Nigeria TICAD. You've said your own before. Idris Alawale says, but your new bride in ADC, Obioma, went to Rome. without invitation, that he was begging to enter. That's a lie. That is a lie. Ashewaju says, fighting a lost battle after eating amala and ewedu in your room, you start complaining about what is happening in faraway Japan. Of course, you are going to complain because Nigerians are there. Your president is there. So why can't they complain about what is happening in Japan? I don't understand. At Jimo says, see people wey wan rule Nigeria no know wetin both mean for an event. They just want people know say they talk. Baba Abu, tell us the meaning of a boot now. It is well. Oni says, in ADC, mention just one person that can be better competent than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You are a bunch of comedians on an exodus of mass failure. Okay. And they says, directionless tipping, Mr. ITK, enemy of Nigerian masses. Okay now. Golu Tochukwu says, lack of leadership direction moves to Japan to borrow for sharing and eating system of government. At David says, incompetence is like human shadow. It follows an incompetent person wherever he or she goes. Okay. They tell the boot is for selling or something. George says, when the wise is wiser, what he reaps is foolishness. Jim Oluyemi says, if they carry people join body now, go completing our taxpayers' money. They are wasting of frivolities. They didn't carry anybody yet, and I see the will say now incompetent. It's a lie. There is no way he will go without carrying anybody. It's not possible. So he went there alone. That is not possible. John Paul says, appoint ambassador. They say no. Instead, they appointed Kwamwan. Okay. At Badish question says, the ADC should be doing something tangible and reasonable. ADC should offer better alternative instead of insulting the president all the time. Okay. Gabriel Ibrahim says, is it the same ADC that just failed woefully over the weekend or another one? And because they failed, they should not talk again. I don't understand. Adeshola Akorede says, truth is bitter. Why Nigerian president refused to appoint ambassadors? Why? Macklin says, this indeed is shameless and a set of foolish group of people. Okay. Tijani says, why are you people like this? What was your performance when you were appointed as Minister of Youth? Now you are blaming someone of incompetence. You just want to talk for talking's sake. Now what for you? Okay. Chijioke says, Jagaban and APC government will finish Nigeria completely. God will not allow them to do that. Ahmed says it's better for Bolaji Abdullahi to open it and see good things this government is doing. I be your eye don't buy. Which good thing? Which good thing are they doing? Tell us. Beg. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.